if I would like to go directly from here to the side, first can just put the hand on the mat, and I won't be able to do it. And I can, if I'm coming back, I can go for the Aoki lock or this straight angle lock which I showed yesterday. And when he's lifting his hip up, I'm just crossing my ankles and putting the foot between his back. And now I'm switching the grip from the shin to the Achilles, and I'm getting in the same position like before. And now, if my partner is starting to escaping to the side, exactly, it's momentum for me to pass his leg to the outside heel hook. Also, if I'm trying to go for the inside heel hook and now that is defending that, I'm just passing to the outside heel. So I'm passing it to the side, and I would like to keep this leg bended, because if his leg gonna be extended, it's quite easy to escape. It's much easier to escape than this position. Also, I can, if I will be a little bit too far, I can pull his knee to the inside if I will just bend his leg. And now, if I would like to go for the inside heel hook, before the moment when I will look for the heel, I have to bend the leg. So I can use my hands like a 2-on-1, and I'm controlling the toes to create the biggest leverage. For that, I'm bending that, and then I can pull my knees to the chest. Also, I can grab my own knee to keep it if I'm fighting with the bigger guy than me, or I can just grab my own knee with two hands and just bend it to the side. All the time I'm keeping my left foot between the back, because my partner is trying to roll, so if Pet will roll with me, I'm just ending up in this position, and he won't be able to escape. And now I can just catch my both knees, and then I can look for the heel, or I can use my hands and then my knee to bend everything. And right now I will grab his shin by my left hand, and I would like to point my beginning part of the biceps on his small toe and the beginning part of his foot. I would like to go like this. I'm setting up my thumb down, and I'm catching his thumb on my elbow pit, like this. And then I'm setting up my hand like in the same way, like in the inside heel hook. I would like to put my wrist directly underneath his heel. I would like to bend his foot by my biceps and hand and arm. And now I'm working the same, so I'm trying to put my fist into my chin to lift it, and then I'm dragging my elbow all the time to my ribs and my hips. I can connect my hands, and it's very important to keep the foot here on the beginning of the biceps. If Pet will be able to push his toes underneath my armpit, it can be hard and easier to slip out, and then I will switch it to the figure 4. But if I will able to catch put my biceps on his toes, it's gonna be the best variation which I can get it. So I'm closing my fist, pulling to my chin, and then I'm pulling my elbow to the hips. I can connect my hands like hand to hand or wrist to wrist. I prefer to catch the wrist to wrist because I can generate more power, and also I can move my wrist up a little bit, like when I'm driving on the motor. So I can just pull it a little bit higher. The most important thing is pulling the heel as much as I can to my chin, because even if I will catch the perfect grip and I will use only my hips, it can be hard to finish. I'm mostly trying to pull the heel as much as I can. Even I can catch this grip, and I'm just pulling the heel as much as I can. This one is the most important detail for me in the outside heel hook. So I'm bending his leg, controlling his shin, I'm setting up my elbow pit to his small toe and the beginning part of of the foot, and then I setting up my wrist underneath his heel. Then I can lift my fist as much as I can. I'm putting my elbow as close as I can to my hips, and I can finish that. Or I can connect my hands like hand to hand or wrist to wrist, and I'm putting my wrist a little bit higher to lift the heel. If it doesn't work because my opponent has the flexible foot, I will add another tension by my hips to opening like in the inside heel hook. It's totally the same mechanic, but I have to be a little bit more precise to put this small toe here. I don't want to keep it like this. Maybe I will be able to finish sometimes, but it's weaker leverage which I can get to finish. So I have to put my elbow pit on his small toe, and I setting up my thumb down, and it's easier to set up everything to connect that. So if I'm trying to go for the inside heel hook but trying to escape, and now I'm bending his leg, I can hug my knee to the chest, or I can use just this hug motion to bend his leg, and then I'm going by my hand on the shin, going thumb down, and I'm setting up my beginning of the biceps on his small toe. And now I'm putting my wrist underneath his heel. I'm pulling my fist as much as I can to my chin, and then I'm pulling my elbow to my hips and ribs. Then I can connect my hands and rotate my wrist up. And if he won't tap it by mechanics from the hands, I will just use my hips additionally to finish that. So I will also for the entrance one more time. So I'm here, I'm going for the out lock, straight ankle lock, and now Petr is lifting his hips. And now I'm switching my legs and putting up this cross ashi. And now I'm going for the heel, and now I can go for the outside heel. Is it okay? So let's go 1, 2, 3.